Hey everyone, it's Angela Irene with Budget Reload and Aged Goodness. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is July. I can't believe it. I don't know where this year is going, but it is time for cash stuffing once again. We have all of the usual cast characters. We have our cash envelopes. We have our sinking funds. We have our fabulous savings challenges. And we have $1,245 in cash. Let's get started. Well, let's start off with our 6 cash envelopes and find out what we have left. First one is groceries. And there's my 100. I'm telling you, try this trick with the 100. 10 and 11, so I have 111. Gas, all I have left is 30. Health, I have 20. Pet needs, I should have nothing. Emergency, I should have a little. I have 30, and eating out is nothing. So we didn't do great this month, but at least we have a little something. In typical fashion, the first envelopes I'm going to stuff will be our cash envelopes. These are the most extensive. They have the most money going into them. I have 6 categories. We have groceries. This time around will be 400. Gas will be 300. I'll talk about that in a minute. Health is 100. Pet supplies will be 10. Miscellaneous will be 50. And eating out, which we just seem to have to do that, is $60. Our total envelopes this time around will be $920 for our cash envelopes. These are the envelopes we use all the time. Okay, so our PG&E took a huge jump. We live in California. West Coast is having that massive heat wave going on, and our PG&E has more than doubled. So I'm having to cut in order to make our budget balance. So we are going to make the concerted effort to not drive as much and see what we can do about saving from this envelope. All right, groceries. Here we go. I always start with a $100 bill. And so far this year, knock on wood, I haven't had to break it. If you haven't tried this trick, in one of your envelopes, replace 5 20s, with 100 and see if it curtails maybe spending a little bit. It has so far for us. So we're going to go ahead and do our $100. We need 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 4. I tell you what, I will do just about anything to not break that $100 bill, and so far it has worked. It's difficult, and we have had some funky meals, but it is what it is, and you have to try to cut somewhere. So that's where we're working. All right, gas is 300. Right now, gas in our area is $4.35 a gallon. So this one's going to be tough, but we've decided we're going to try to combine trips and do as much walking as we can, to do what we can to save that one. There's not a lot we can do. We have to have air conditioning in the house with the animals and everything, so we have to cut somewhere, and this is where we're going to try to work on is gas. So this one is going to have 12, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is going to give us 240, and then we're going to have some 10s, 250, 260, 270, 280, 285, 290, 295, and 300. I always like the little smaller bills if I don't have to fill up all the way, or if we're topping off, if we're heading out somewhere and we know we might get stuck somewhere that has some expensive gas. Not that it's not expensive here, but you know what I mean. All right, health is going to get 100. This is going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Toiletries and that kind of stuff. And I don't know about your area, but we are starting to see the lovely empty shelves in the toilet paper and paper towels. I don't know what's going on. clearly we are missing something. I missed the memo that we needed to stock up again. Pet supplies, $10. We're ordering a lot of our pet needs online, and that's working out very nicely. Miscellaneous is $50. We have $20, $40, and $50. This is really for anything that doesn't really fit in any of our categories. Last minute gift for a birthday party, you know, that kind of thing. And eating out, as much as I'd like to admit, hey, we're not going to eat out, I don't care what we do, how much we say it, we're still eating out. So it's not as much, 20, 40, and 60, but it's still happening. So I might as well put it in the budget as opposed to, you know, trying to pull it from somewhere else. So this is our main category. It's $920. Let's go ahead and work on our sinking funds. We've had a little bit of a change here too, and I'll tell you why. And it's time for sinking funds. Sinking funds are little tiny, like little savings folders for things that you know are coming up. Holidays, birthdays, taxes, you know, insurance, anything like that that you are very aware of what's coming up. It's not a surprise, even though I do have an emergency folder just in case. You know, I'd rather have a little extra something tied away, you know, other than, you know, this little one over here. So the first one we're going to do is Christmas. Right now I have this set up for $120. I will be increasing that. I can't, unfortunately, this month because our PG&E bill is just ridiculous. We have a new member of our family, and birthdays, I'm going to do 55. And one of our daughters, her best friend, had some family issues going on, and she has moved in with us. So we have a bonus daughter. So for all intents and purposes, we've got 3 kids now. So we are increasing our birthday. So the first one would be the Miss, and she gets $10. Our bonus daughter, she's going to get $10. Our oldest daughter, I know you guessed it, right? $10. So that took care of the kids. Now, for my husband and myself, we are putting $10 away for one day we will take a trip. One day there has to be no COVID, right? I'm hoping. Now, my grandmother, she absolutely hates it for us to get anything for her. So we put a little away. I do $5 a month for her. And then we usually end up getting her a really pretty bouquet of flowers, which she absolutely loves. So we're doing that. All right, anniversaries. My parents are going to get $5. And on their anniversary, we buy them all of their favorite foods that they like to eat. And for our anniversary, you know what? $10. We are going to see about that trip. So we will end up combining our birthday and our anniversary fund one of these days. All right, we have Mother's Day, and that's going to get $15. It's hard to believe that we've already had Mother's Day, and here is Father's Day. That envelope gets $10. You know, that this year is just flying by. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a sneeze. It's like allergy season here now. The water heater, I absolutely hate this envelope. Our water heater's on the fritz. We're hoping we can save enough before our water heater dies. This is $75. So that is 60, 70, and 5. We had some bad news The water heater itself is $900, which is what I was saving for originally with our $75. But we've now found out that it is hardwired into our house, so we are not skilled, welder people at all. So it's going to cost between another $800 and $1,200 to have it installed. So just kill us now. I'm going to be saving for a while. We're going to save this one for a while. All right, our emergency fund, this is going to be $35. It is just a little bit of extra, money tied away, and it could end up going towards the water heater, depending on what happens. And our last one is my parents' birthdays. This envelope has just come up and gotten pretty much emptied again, so it is time to start again with $10. So we have depleted money. $325 went into these. I started to save for the refrigerator, but after finding out how much more this water heater was going to cost, we just figured, I'm going to go ahead and forego that one. And it's helping with the PG&E also. So it's been a tough month, but we are going to make it. All right, let's talk about the savings challenges. And on to the money challenges. We are plugging away at our 52-week money challenge. We are doing the $25 every week. That will give us $1,300 at the end of the year, which would be fantastic since we saved nothing last year. I mean, absolutely nothing. It was a horrible year. So we are down to here. This was the end of June, so we should have $650 in here. It's hard to believe this whole column is done. I mean, it just seems like yesterday we were starting. Now I have already gone through and tried to pull out some 20s for hundreds. I have clearly a bunch more to do. But maybe we'll do that on camera, when you swap out money. I don't know if anybody cares about that or not, but all right, so we have 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 6, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. All right, we are halfway there. I am so hoping we can stay on track. The PG&E bill for us is probably going to end up somewhere in the $600 range, and it's really getting tough to get it in the budget. So we will see. July for us has 5 Saturdays, so we'll try to squeeze $125 out of the budget. So at the end, we should have $775 the end of July, so we'll see. June, July, and August, I think we're going to do all of the same thing, and it's going to be mystery. Whatever I can somehow manage to put in these, I will. Our minimum goal is $10 for each one of our cash envelopes. I have 6, so the minimum is $60 is what we're shooting for, just to keep something going in these. All right, so I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. I mean, gang, I have absolutely not much in the way to spare. So I'm happy for 60. So July, we're going to do the same thing. I am going to hope that I can at least get the 60 in there. And then I think what I want to try to do is anytime I get like a single, any ones, try to put those in there too. And I think that's what we're going to do. All right, gang, that was the money. Short, sweet, to the point. We're hanging in there, we're plugging in there, and I really hope that you are too. We have a bunch of Dollar Tree Extreme Challenge videos coming up. I know a lot of people have been asking for those, and I have been working on them. So you should see them rolling out pretty soon. So stop by and check those out. Until next time, gang, I hope you're saving. I hope you're safe. I hope you are definitely staying out of the heat. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be well. We'll see you soon.